in the church here. We've got one lapel microphone, and to turn it on and off, you press this button on the top and hold it for about 3 seconds, okay? So press and hold for 3 seconds, it comes on, and this microphone's now live. If we do a quick press on that button, the light goes red, and we've now muted the microphone, but it means that when you press the button to start it again, it's instantly straight on, okay? So that's your on and off control on the microphone. It has a mic clip, which obviously that's the ideal position because it's right in the middle. Some people, depending generally whether male or female, you may want it clipping the other way around. So you can take the mic out, clip it in the other way around, so it can clip on there if you ever needed it to, so it clips on the other way. Okay, just one little thing that makes life easier sometimes. So let's put that back how it was. Okay, the battery for this one lives in there. Takes 2 of those batteries and they're put in the charger after the service, so you know that it's always ready to go. Okay, so that's your lapel mic. It's as easy as that. Press and hold it for 2 seconds. It comes on, and with that there, we've got it nice and clear. There's no feedback, there's no howling. What had happened before is the volume control for this one had been turned up a bit too high. So as soon as you were turning this on, particularly if you were near one of the other microphones, the volume was just too much and it was howling. Okay, so when we get to the amplifier, I'll show you how we make those adjustments. Okay, so I'll turn that off. There we go, so that's turned off. So that's your lapel microphone. Okay, some of the other microphones we've got down here, we've got 2 of these gooseneck microphones with wireless bases. Okay, to turn these on and off, just like the others, you press and hold the button on the bottom for about 3 seconds. All the lights go out so it's off. When you want to turn it on, you press and hold for about 3 seconds. It comes on and it'll flash for a few seconds and then it'll go green, and that means we're now live. And at any point you can tap that button, it goes red and we're muted again, exactly the same as on the lapel mic. Okay, then we can just press again and now we're live again.
So the lapel mic would the reverend would have?
Yes.
And these?
There's normally one on here,
yeah,
and one up there.
Right.
Okay? And then at the end of the service, you turn these off. Again, press and hold the button for 2 seconds. It all turns off, and then it can go on charge next to the rack. They've got rechargeable batteries in that stay in there all the time, so we know that they're always ready to go. Okay? This microphone is identical to the one up there on the pulpit. We've got one more microphone, which is this one. Like the lapel microphone, it has 2 of the rechargeable batteries in there, so you can go and charge when it's done. And the controls are exactly like all the others. You press and hold the button at the bottom for 2 seconds. It comes on. And if at any point you just press that button once, it's now muted. Press it again, the light goes green. Now we've set this one, this is actually very, very sensitive at the moment because it's set so it can go on the stand there and pick up the choir. If it was going to be used in a service where somebody was going to be holding it here, it's too loud, so you'll just tweak it down on the amplifier. I'll show you where that control is in a minute. Okay, so those are the 4 microphones that you've got on the system. You've also got one further microphone, which is up in the organ loft, in amongst the pipes, picking up the sound of the organ. And the reason that was done was just because the organ's tucked away in the loft there, just to be able to get some of the sound down here. Okay. We also have, in here we've got the 2 speakers up at the top there, which is providing the sound for the main church. We've got 1 speaker in the chapel to give us overflow into there. And we've got 1 speaker up in the organ loft for the organist so they can hear what's going on. And in the there's 1 in the chancel as well. And then we've got the outside speaker that can be plugged in when you want it. So those have got the speakers. Now all the speakers are on 1 circuit with the exception of the speaker up in the organ loft. That's on its own circuit. And the reason for that is because it's only a small space, if we have the microphone up there picking up the organ and the speaker putting the sound out for the organist, what would happen is we'd put the sound out from the speaker, the microphone would pick it up, bring it down here, amplify it through the amplifier, put it out louder through the speaker, the microphone will pick it up even louder, and we'll go straight into feedback. So what we've got is that up there is a separate circuit that does not have the organ microphone feeding to it. That way the organ microphone only comes this way, and then the sound from in here goes back up that way to the organist. So that way we avoid getting howl when we need to do that.
And the quote you're sending is separating the...
It will make it, yes, it will allow you to turn on and off